Hi everyone, welcome back to the Favored 5. As we are getting ready for 2026, there's a powerful shift happening in our hearts and minds, even in the way God is positioning His people. And I believe one of the biggest mind shifts God wants us to embrace this year is this: I do not have to carry old things just because I'm attached to them. We all hold on to things, physical objects, friendships, certain memories, certain identities, because they feel familiar. But God is saying, this is the year to let go of what is behind you so that you can step fully into what is ahead of you. So let's look back into it. Let me be honest. We don't always hold on to things because they are good for us. We hold on to them because they're comfortable, because they remind us of a moment, a feeling, a younger version of ourselves, which we are afraid to lose. But here is the truth: attachment is not same as purpose. Just because something walked into our life during a particular season of our life doesn't mean that it is destined to walk with us into the next season of our life. But because sometimes the enemy does not use attacks to slow us down, he uses attachments. He uses familiar things to keep us from future things. He uses old memories of ours to block creating new memories, new beginnings. He uses comfort to keep us from calling unto God. Think of the children of Israel longing to go back to Egypt, not because Egypt was good, but because Egypt was familiar. Even when I came back from Dubai, I wanted to go back there, not because that I had a very comfortable life there, but because I was familiar with there. Sometimes the familiar feels safer than the unknown future, even when God is the one who is leading us forward. Let me tell you what happens when we don't let things go. When we refuse to let things go, several things happen. We make our lives heavier than what God actually planned for us. Some of the stress we carry is not from the enemy, it is our, refusal to release what God has already separated from us. We delay our growth. We cannot become our future self when we cling on to the version of us that was meant for the earlier season of our life. What happens because of that is we miss new opportunities. See, new doors will not be opened when our hands are full of old keys. God will not pour new oil into old wineskins. When we carry emotional burdens, and emotional burden or emotional clutter creates spiritual confusion. When our mind is full of yesterday, we will not be able to understand what God is doing for us today. What actually letting go really means? Letting go does not mean you are stopping to care. It does not mean the memories that you have doesn't matter, or what you went through was not real. But letting go actually means that your past has no control over your present. Letting go means that our memories can no longer limit our movement. Our emotions no longer should dictate or rule over the decisions that we have to take today. Letting go means our identity is no longer connected to the old season of our life. See, letting go is an act of faith. It is you saying, God, I trust what you have for me more than the things I'm afraid to release from my life. Isaiah 43 verse 18 to 19 says, forget the former things. I'm doing a new thing. If God is doing something new, why would I keep holding to something that is old? Sometimes the act of greatest worship is simply losing our grip over the memories that we are holding on to. Some of the practical shifts that I did for 2025, which I would like to share with you and experience with you for 2026, that will help you to live a lighter year this year. First, what I did was I decluttered my space. I felt my physical environment was reflecting my spiritual environment. The guilt and my pain would just not allow me to move forward. There were things around me that was reminding me about my previous season. So what I did was, if it carries a guilt or a pain of an older season, at times it could be beautiful memories also, but reminds you of the old season. It keeps us stuck. Release it. Move it away to a different place or a different box that at times we can open and just remember those beautiful days or those painful days and close it back and keep. So first thing that I did was declutter my space. Second thing that I did was redefine relationships. I stopped connecting with people just because of obligation. Just because someone has a history with you doesn't mean that you have a future with that person. So try not to indulge yourself too much into that person just because there was something connected with you. That will help you to shift yourself to a greater calling. The third thing that I did was I tried to upgrade my own identity. I stopped calling myself by my past. I stopped discussing with others my mistakes. I decided to stop living like the old me. I understood God has already renamed me. Now I have to walk in it. Another thing that made a change in my life was we need to make room for new blessings. When God asks us to extend our hands, let us extend our empty hands because He is going to fill it. Here is what I want you and me to take into 2026. We don't have to carry anything that God has asked us to give away. The old pain or old relations or the old identities or the old season of pain. God is calling us into an year of clarity, peace and new beginning. But the journey requires open hands and an open heart. Let go of what puts us down. Let go of what God has already removed from our life. Let us go of everything that is stopping our growth. Because when we release what is in our hands, God will release what is in His hands. Thank you so much for listening till the end. If this message spoke to you, please hit the like button and drop a comment saying I'm letting go of this in 2026, and share this video with someone who needs an encouragement. And if you are new, subscribe for more faith-centered motivation every week. Let this be a year of release for both of us. Let this be a year of freedom. Let this year be a year of stepping into something that God has called us to be. Let us do it together.